The following video is geared towards a general audience. It can be enjoyed by both children and adults alike. Hello everyone, this is FlyingDuckManGenesis. Today I'd like to talk about an animated spin-off based on Disney's 1967 animated film, The Jungle Book. No, not that one. Not that one either. That's the one, Mowgli and Baloo's Jungle Jams. This series was pitched by John F. Fountain, who worked as a storyboard artist for Nickelodeon on animated series such as The Wild Thornberrys, Invader Zim, The Fairly Odd Parents, Chalk Zone, and My Life as a Teenage Robot. Jungle Jams would have been a comedy series done in the style of Calvin and Hobbes, with Mowgli and Baloo having the respective personalities of the title characters. It would have also taken place just after the events of The Jungle Book 2, hence the appearances of Mowgli's foster family. According to John himself, don't fear writing challenges or network notes. You know why? Because in 2003, I was asked by Disney TVA to take Jungle Book and turn it into a wacky comedy, and I did it. So, you think you have a challenge? I eat challenges for brunch with an intentional and hopefully obvious, reverent and loving nod to the incomparable Bill Watterson, creator of Calvin and Hobbes. As previously mentioned, Jungle Jams would have taken place just after the events of The Jungle Book 2, with Mowgli hitting adolescence, being described in one page as like a teenage version of Donnie Thornberry from The Wild Thornberrys, while Baloo was described as being like his pet who makes messes around the house. Like in The Jungle Book 2, Mowgli struggles with his new life living in the man village with his foster family and his old life as a man cub in the jungle. As a result, he often tries to integrate Baloo into his home life, from begging his foster family to let him eat at the dinner table with them, to occasionally taking him to a nearby town dressed in human garb to enjoy the occasional shadow puppet show or sitar concert. Mowgli's time spent at the man village will have also allowed him to be more of a force to be reckoned with in the jungle, infecting the minds of the other animals with stories of wheels, fire, and sports games. It is also revealed that Shere Khan the tiger, who was trapped in a stone tiger head at the end of The Jungle Book 2, would have been freed from it by Kaa the snake to exact his revenge on Mowgli once again, only to end up as the butt of an endless series of pranks that continue to lessen his ability to intimidate. Jungle Jams would have also introduced a duo of bumbling British hunters who learn of Mowgli's presence and begin a quest to trap him and sell him to a zoo. One such episode of Jungle Jams would have been titled Enter the Mowgli, where Mowgli and Baloo pretend to be other animals, such as monkeys and panthers. Another such episode would have been titled Jungle Buds, where Baloo wants to live with people, while Mowgli wants to live with animals, so Mowgli disguises Baloo as he goes into town. Another plot for an episode would have involved Baloo getting kidnapped by a ringmaster and being forced to perform in a circus, similar to the plot of The Jungle Book 3, a direct-to-video film which never saw the light of day. Yet another episode would have involved Baloo saving a prince from a tiger and getting invited to a palace. There would have also been a new song for each episode, which would use clips from the show. In addition to Mowgli, Baloo, Shere Khan, Kaa, Mowgli's foster family, and the hunters, other characters to have been featured in Jungle Jams were Bagheera the panther and Shanti, the village girl who led Mowgli into the man village. Notably absent from Jungle Jams are the Wolf Pack, the Elephant Patrol, the Beatles-esque vultures, and King Louie, who was also absent from The Jungle Book 2 due to a lawsuit from the family of the late Louis Prima regarding voice acting legend Jim Cummings doing too good an impersonation of Prima when he voiced King Louie in Tailspin. It's not exactly clear as to why Jungle Jams was never picked up, but I think the most likely reasons are the same ones as to why The Jungle Book 3 never saw the light of day. First off, the critical and commercial failure of The Jungle Book 2. Despite being a moderate box office success, the film received largely unfavorable reviews by critics and audiences alike who saw it as a rehash of the 1967 film. In addition, the year 2006 marked 2 new reasons for why these planned Jungle Book projects would get cancelled indefinitely. John Lasseter discontinuing Disney's line of direct-to-video sequels after being appointed to the Walt Disney Company, and the death of voice acting legend Tony Jay, who had voiced Shere Khan since Tailspin in 1990. As for my thoughts on Jungle Jams, while the characters are obviously Disney's IPs, the animation style looks more like something I'd see on Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network. Still, as a fan of the 1967 Jungle Book film and comedy-based animated series, I'd probably watch the heck out of Jungle Jams if it were picked up. What are your thoughts on Jungle Jams? Do you think it would have been a bare necessity, or do you think it's better off being lost in the jungle? Feel free to leave your answer in the comments. Before I end this video, allow me to share my imitations of the series' characters. It's totally fun up until the very end. I say, Manfred Old Bean, you smell rather like fresh honey today. Where on earth did you get the idea you could skate on tree branches in your bare feet? Hey, don't knock them till you've tried them. Okay, fine, you were right, but they should let bears sing and dance during temple ceremonies. Well, I beg your pardon, but in bear cultures, it's considered a compliment to do that after a good hearty meal. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is FlyingDuckManGenesis. Gone, man. Solid gone.